A chilling report from Mexico reveals a horrifying new tactic by drug cartels, using septic tanks to hide the bodies of kidnapped and murdered victims. This grim discovery underscores the extreme brutality and the scale of the disappearance crisis facing the nation. It's a stark reality for citizens, a critical challenge for law enforcement, and vital information for news consumers worldwide. The report includes a terrifying account from a survivor of a cartel ambush in Sinaloa in October 2024. He and 4 companions were attacked while traveling near Taquichamona. The attackers seized them and transported them to an abandoned wastewater treatment facility. There, they were stripped and shot at. In a desperate act of survival, the man managed to hide inside a septic tank. He remained concealed there for 24 hours, enduring unimaginable conditions to escape the cartel's violence. Dedicated search groups, often led by families of the disappeared, are on the front lines of this crisis. Maria Isabel Cruz Bernal, who heads Sabuesos Guerreras, shared disturbing findings. On May 16th, volunteers recovered 3 bodies from septic tanks at the same wastewater plant site. Some of the recovered bodies showed clear signs of torture. The search also yielded other grim evidence. Torn clothing, personal identification cards, and burned-out vehicles were found scattered around the location. Further searches nearby uncovered human bones in sewage systems. These findings paint a horrifying picture of the site's use as a clandestine burial ground. The dedication of these volunteer groups is crucial in bringing these hidden atrocities to light. Following the discovery, Cruz Bernal reported the findings to the Sinaloa State Prosecutor's Office. However, officials reportedly claimed the site had already been thoroughly investigated. This response raises serious questions about the effectiveness and scope of official searches. It highlights the persistent challenges faced by search groups. They often feel their efforts are not adequately supported or followed up by authorities. This lack of trust and perceived inaction is a major point of concern for families seeking justice. This discovery is not an isolated incident, but part of a much larger, devastating pattern across Mexico. The use of hidden sites for disposing of bodies is a known cartel tactic. It reflects their efforts to evade detection and conceal the scale of their violence. In a related case, activists in Colima State recently uncovered a vast 40-hectare ranch. This site, linked to the Jalisco New Generation cartel, CJNG, was described as a death camp. Bone fragments, burned bodies, and chemical traces were found there. These discoveries underscore the widespread nature of cartel violence and the systematic efforts to disappear victims. They reveal the hidden infrastructure of terror operated by these criminal organizations. The scale of the problem is immense and deeply concerning. The official numbers paint a stark picture of the human cost. As of May 2025, over 125,000 people are officially reported missing in Mexico. This staggering figure represents families living in constant anguish and uncertainty. Jalisco State currently has the highest number of reported disappearances. However, the crisis affects nearly every region of the country. Each number represents a life lost or unaccounted for, and a family shattered. The use of septic tanks and other hidden sites makes the search for the missing incredibly difficult. It requires specialized knowledge, resources, and immense courage from searchers. The findings highlight the urgent need for effective strategies to locate clandestine graves. For law enforcement, these findings present significant challenges. Investigating such sites requires specialized forensic skills and resources. Securing these locations and processing evidence safely is complex and dangerous. It also demands a robust and transparent response to reports from search groups and citizens. Building trust with affected communities is essential for effective investigations. The scale of the problem requires coordinated efforts across different agencies and levels of government. For Mexican citizens, this report is a grim reminder of the pervasive threat posed by cartels. It highlights the risks faced by ordinary people and the lengths to which criminal groups will go. Awareness of these tactics is crucial for personal safety and community vigilance. It also underscores the importance of supporting the efforts of search groups. These brave volunteers are doing vital work when official responses may be insufficient. Their dedication provides hope and tangible results for desperate families. This report on the use of septic tanks as hidden graves demands urgent attention. It is a call to action for authorities to enhance search efforts and ensure accountability. It is a plea for greater support for the volunteer groups leading the search for the missing. We urge law enforcement to investigate these findings thoroughly and transparently. We call on news consumers to stay informed about this critical human rights crisis. We implore Mexican citizens to support search efforts, report suspicious activity, and demand justice for the disappeared. The truth must be uncovered, and the victims must be found. Like and share this video to make others aware. Subscribe to the channel for updates.